From Big Mad, Small Sad. I don't know who best describes in the Chat Sports office. Maybe Sam with Oklahoma. Yeah, probably Oklahoma. Who says no? Baker Mayfield and a first for Russell Wilson. I think Seattle might want a little bit more, but this isn't that bad of a reset. Remember, the Seahawks allegedly tried to move Russell Wilson as part of the deal with the Browns. They were going to draft Josh Allen, allegedly. In terms of a quick reset for Seattle, maybe Baker's your guy. Maybe he's not. Probably a better gamble than the other quarterbacks in this year's draft if you can fix his footwork. It's a disaster. It's why he's been so bad this year. I think Seattle would want a little bit more, but I think as a starting block, it's actually a pretty decent idea. So where will Russell Wilson play in 2022? Is it in Seattle or somewhere else altogether? This is the pinned comment on today's video. So the ad break comes on YouTube. Take advantage of it. Head down there and shoot your shot. Make your predictions for me.
Which team is the most likely to trade for Kirk Cousins? If you trade for Kirk Cousins, I believe Minnesota has to eat $10 million dead cap hit, and then the team that trades for him is going to go out and get him for $35 million. The top team that comes to my mind, and it's probably a lazy answer, is the Cleveland Browns. Kevin Stefanski was the OC in Minnesota in 2019 of recently. Now he's head coach in Cleveland. They got a lot of quarterback issues there. Not that I think Kirk Cousins is a great quarterback, but on that roster, I think it's a playoff caliber team. So for that reason, I'll say if he's traded, the most likely team would be the Cleveland Browns.
From Nick, should the Browns trade for Russ because Baker is not the answer? Heck, who really is the answer for quarterback? I think if you're the Browns, with the way your roster is built, you have to explore other quarterback options. The ones that make sense, I think Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, if he is cleared from his issues off the field. If you can't get one of those guys for whatever reason, you might be best served rolling it back with Baker, which is not ideal, is not fun, but the free agency and draft options don't appeal to me that much. If you're going to keep Baker, by the way, get his footwork fixed. It is a disaster, and that makes it very tough to consistently be accurate, and that's been the case in the issue for Baker this year. We will have plenty of NFL free agency coverage for you guys, so subscribe right now. Free videos every single day on everything you could possibly want on the NFL. From Shadow, do you expect any upsets in the postseason? This year has been a massive parity-based season. So, yeah, I think so. Now, I want to see what the situation looks like matchup-wise before I make my predictions, but I would be surprised if there weren't any upsets this year.
Now, here's a pretty random question. Will Antonio Brown ever play again? Y for yes and for no. As I am making this video, he is still technically a member of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, for those of you that don't know, he literally ran off the field after the Jets game, or not even after the Jets game, during the Jets game, took off most of his clothes, said peace out, dropped an album, was courtside at an NBA game, and is still not with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I'm going to go ahead and say no. I don't think he's ever going to play again, though the NFL showed me this. If a player is really good and teams think that they can help you win, you probably have a shot. Y for yes and for no, will AB ever play again?
From Blazy, should the Titans be favorites to win the AFC to get the number one seed? It's a good question because the hate for the Titans is real. Nobody believes in them. Everyone's like, the Chiefs are going to do it. Not the Bengals. The Bills are going to win. The Titans, even though they are probably going to get Derrick Henry back, there is some very real, we don't believe in the number one seed. So, do you believe in Tennessee or not? Who is the best team in the AFC right now? You feel good one way or the other? You know what you should do? Bet on it. Head over to our sportsbook partner, BetUS, chatsports.com/bet, promo code NFL to get yourself a 125% deposit bonus. You can bet on who's going to win the AFC. The Titans, the favorites to be the number one seed, which they should secure when win this week, plus 450. they're going to get the bye. They're guaranteed to get to be one of the final 4 teams. That's a bit unusual for the number 1 seed to be that low. The Chiefs, plus 200. The Bills, plus 200. The Bengals, AFC North champions, not even on here. The disrespect. The Colts are ahead of them, which I don't buy, by the way. From Tyler Dowell, does Chase or Mac Jones win Offensive Rookie of the Year? Mac Jones has been great. It's got to be Jamar Chase. Don't laugh, Jack. You know I'm right. Even super Mac Jones fan, producer Jack agrees. It's Jamar Chase. His production, it's obscene. Jamar Chase, by the way, was the correct pick for the Bengals. R.I.P. the Penei Sewell pick, who also has been great for the Lions, just so we're clear, but it's got to be Jamar Chase.
All right, y'all, who should get the NFL MVP this season? I mean, I think it's Tom Brady, which is pretty mind-blowing, the fact that that man is 44 years old, and I really, truly believe he's about to win the NFL MVP. Could it be Josh Allen, Dak Prescott, Joe Burrow might get a vote, Aaron Rodgers could win it again? Let me know, y'all, down in the comments who should get the NFL MVP. Let's go to James T. Who are the top teams to sign DeVante Adams this offseason? Well, I did see a report out there that apparently Green Bay is going to try to franchise tag Adams. Now, you can still do a tag and trade type of scenario. However, if he does hit the free agent market, I mean, I personally think the top team out there is the Raiders if they keep Derek Carr. DeVante Adams himself has said it would be a dream come true to play with DC again. There's going to be plenty of teams. And when I say the top teams, every single NFL team, if DeVante Adams hits the open market, will be interested in him. He's the top wide receiver in the NFL. Now, the Ravens and Steelers at one point, I could have made an argument, might have been the best teams in the AFC, but since a few teams have started losing, Big Ben decided to get old on me. That's no longer the case. Now, the question I have for all y'all is, who's the best team in the AFC? Is it the Chiefs? Is it the Titans? Now that they got back Derrick Henry. Buffalo Bills? New England Patriots, Cincinnati Bengals, they just beat the Kansas City Chiefs 34-31. Maybe you think it's the Colts, Raiders, Chargers. Plenty of opportunities here. Plenty of teams to think about. Who is the best team in the AFC?
Steven Crozio, which Week 18 primetime game shouldn't be primetime? The only one that should be is Raiders-Chargers. That one should be a primetime game. Chiefs-Broncos, Cowboys-Eagles. I mean, I get why they did it to keep some semblance of balance, but I don't know if you needed those games in prime time. Those both could kind of end up being a bit of a snooze fest in the end.
Beast Mode 11, who do you believe is the NFL's best interior defensive lineman? I mean, this is Aaron Donald, and I don't even know if it's all that close. Aaron Donald, if you're telling me right now I could have any player on defense, right now, it's Aaron Donald. He's the best defensive player in the league. His ability to create pressures, he's had, 51 straight games where he's had multiple QB pressures. I mean, it's just, the dude's insane. He's a monster. Now, if I don't get to your question, don't blame me. Blame Jeremy. Hit him up on Twitter at JIBeedling. Or you can always hit me up on Instagram. I'm at MitchellRenz365. Please don't be afraid to slide in my DMs. Always not afraid to answer your questions.